Welcome to Daily Dictation. Today we are going to do an interactive video that is an activity that helps you practice your English skills. To do that, I am going to read 5 sentences about the topic describing your home at a low intermediate level. You should write down each sentence using your listening skills. You will also use your writing skills, particularly your spelling and grammar knowledge, to write down each sentence perfectly. After we do that, I will show you the answers and explain some of the grammar and spelling tips and tricks. Let's get started. So this is a skill that is best mastered if you practice it every day. So there's no videos from Monday to Friday. There's new sentences each weekday, new topics each week, and 2 English levels offered. The instructions for this activity. You will need a blank piece of paper and a pencil. 5 sentences will be read. Each sentence will be read 3 times and 1 more time at the end. You have to write down each sentence exactly as you hear it. You will use your listening skills to do this. Try your best to apply the correct spelling, punctuation, and capitalization. On the screen, you're going to see numbers 1 to 5. Each number represents a different sentence that we will read. We're going to start with number 1. Number 1. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers. Number 2. My apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. My apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. My apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. Number 3. We like to have barbecues in the yard with our neighbors. We like to have barbecues in the yard with our neighbors. We like to have barbecues in the yard with our neighbors. Number 4. The kitchen has a new appliance for making smoothies. The kitchen has a new appliance for making smoothies. The kitchen has a new appliance for making smoothies. Number 5. Each room in the house is painted a different color. Each room in the house is painted a different color. Each room in the house is painted a different color. Now I will read each sentence one more time, starting with sentence number 1. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers. Number 2. My apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. Number 3. We like to have barbecues in the yard with our neighbors. Number 4. The kitchen has a new appliance for making smoothies. Number 5. Each room in the house is painted a different color. All right, I'm sure everybody did a wonderful job. Let's get ready to check our answers. If you found that this video was a little bit too fast, you can listen again and you can adjust the playback speed to make it go slower through the settings of the video. If you want to listen to specific sentences again, just check the description for timestamps, and this will help you listen to specific sentences. Here we're going to see the answers, what each sentence should look like. The house has a big garden with colorful flowers. If we're breaking down the sentence, the house is a subject, has is main verb, a big garden is the object of the sentence. Now we have a preposition to, this preposition is going to connect to this noun, big garden, and this noun, flowers, colorful flowers. So that's this preposition here. It's going to connect these two nouns, and it's going to extend our sentence just a little bit to make it just a little bit more complex. The preposition with is there to show us that this is a part of this. In Canada, we spell color with a U, so that's why it's OU. However, if you're more comfortable with American spelling, you might have not used the U, and that would be correct as well. Let's have a look at number 2. My apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. We have a coordinating conjunction in the middle here. 2 independent clauses, my apartment is comfortable and it has new furniture. So because we have and right in the middle here, we do need a comma. Now for this one, we need a comma because we do have an independent clause here and an independent clause here. We cannot change the order of these clauses. So it would not make sense if you said, and it has new furniture, my apartment is comfortable. As one sentence, that would not make any sense. So that's why we need to have a comma here. For spelling, we want to remember that apartment only has one P. Some people will put a double consonant, just like appointment, but apartment only has one P. So it's good to do a part meant and split it up like that. You split it up into these smaller bits, so remember your letter order a little bit better. Same thing with comfortable. It's a long word. Fort, able. Split it up just like that. When you split it up like this, then it'll be easier for you to remember. Furniture, this one is a little bit tricky. If you want to split it up, furniture, you can split it up like that. The biggest thing to remember that furniture is a non-count noun, so you'll never put an S on the end to make it plural. I'll put a note there. Number 3, we like to have barbecues in the yard with our neighbors. This is very similar to number 1, except we have an added component. So we is our subject, like is our main verb. Because we have like, we're going to follow with an infinitive here. Because we already have a verb here, but now we have another. So this one needs to be infinitive, especially because it comes after a static or non-action verb, which is like. Barbecues. We are in our simple present tense, which shows us that this is a repeated action. Because it's a repeated action happening many times, it's impossible for there just to be one barbecue because it's not one instance. There's many instances. Happens a lot, so that's why this is plural, because many barbecues have to happen over a period of time to make it a regular occurrence, which is why we're using the simple present tense. Now we have 2 prepositions to extend our sentence. In the yard with our neighbors. Barbecue is a noun. In the yard, this connects this noun, yard, to this noun to show the relationship between the two. So it tells us that where the barbecues take place, this is a preposition of place. Then with tells us that the neighbors are in company of that. So this noun now connects to this. So all of these nouns are connected and have a relationship with another through these prepositions in and with. And because, again, I'm in Canada, the same as colorful, we add a U in neighbors. However, if you are more used to American spelling, you might have put no U here, and that would still be correct. Number 4. The kitchen has a new appliance for making smoothies. So the kitchen is the subject of this sentence. Has is the verb. A new appliance is the object of the sentence. Now we have preposition again to extend our sentence. Preposition for also relates this noun to this noun. However, it tells us a purpose. For is a preposition used to explain a purpose of something. So this appliance is here for the purpose of making smoothies. Overall, appliance could be tricky with apartment because this one has double P's and this one does not. So for this one, you're going to want to apply and split it up just like that, separating the two P's in different parts so you remember them both. Finally, number 5, each room in the house is painted a different color. Each room in the house, this whole thing acts as our subject. Particularly each room is what we're focusing on, and in the house is just providing us more context, more information, another preposition of place here, so it tells us where the rooms are. Then we have the form of be. Each room is singular. There's not rooms with an S. Room is singular, which is why we're using is as the form of be. Painted is actually an adjective because it's coming after the form of be. And a different color tells us more information. And again, because I'm located in Canada, I'm spelling this with a U. However, if you are used to American spelling, you might have not put a U, and that would be correct. So how did you do? You'll see here that we have some of the bold words. These are the vocabulary words about this topic that we're focusing on this week. I will show you a better list of these words. So we are looking at the words house, comfortable, neighbors, appliance, apartment, garden, room, kitchen, yard, furniture. These are all extremely common words that are related to describing your home and your living space. So if you are studying for a proficiency exam, you may be asked in a speaking exam, or it might be a related topic in a writing portion. Especially if you're writing an essay, it might be good to be familiar with these words for that reason. Make sure you know how to spell the words, make sure you know how to use them in your own sentences and pronounce them well. So review this video in order to practice this vocabulary and expand this vocabulary. Besides that, we are all finished for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.